At Arizona State University, we've made online education better, smarter, and more personalized so you can go further in your aspiring field.
I decided to pursue medicine once I realized that ASU did have the online program for biological sciences. You're still required to learn the same curriculum. You're still being tested on the same content that anyone would be tested on in person. The comprehensiveness of the program prepared me so well for medical school.
Explore over 350 plus programs at asuonline.asu.edu.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Sickos Committee podcast is here despite God trying to stop us. We have fought God. We have looked God in the face and we have said, no, not today. We will have this podcast no matter what. And I am proud of us. No, I don't want Gemini to help me with my Chrome tasks. God damn it.
Ew.
Got it. Oh my
Just
God.
switch to Vivaldi, dude. I switched to Vivaldi. It's much better.
On Mac?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll double check that.
I am out here using Safari for everything except StreamYard because StreamYard doesn't work with Safari.
Yeah. They're like, I have like the sicko stuff still in Chrome because I have that profile, but I also put like I got a config file from just the browser that strips all the AI stuff out, so it makes it actually usable like it used to be.
Yep.
But I also just switched to Vivaldi.
There's a whole process you can do to make it so that when you Google stuff from your search bar in Chrome, it doesn't give you the AI results. And I did do that on my work computer.
It's so nice. Yeah. Like if I had to use it like exclusively, if Vivaldi wasn't a Chromium browser, like that's what I would just do.
Before how I usually ask how everyone's doing in this cold open, I want to see how we're all doing weather-wise, because right now I have to admit that we got about 4 to 5 inches of sleet. I'm currently at the Denton office of the Sickos Committee because I decided that I didn't want to hang out by myself for the
wise choice
4 days. So I decided to hang out with a friend, and it's been going delightfully. Been watching all the best television. Been watching all the best movies, things like that. I want to say that today it's officially a winter weather event because, one, we decided to go out for a little bit. And since I have a Subaru, because I'm a liberal suburban dad.
Yep. One of the 4 types of Subaru owners. Continue.
Yep. Yeah.
So I decided to go out for a little bit of a drive, and that was nice. But coming out of my car, I ate shit on the frozen sleet. Just like took a step and went tits over ass, lost it.
Wait, so how are you walking is my question. Did you go like toe heel? Like were you like walking like heel toe? Like were you walking or were you penguin walking?
I was penguin walking. So
okay.
Bridget, you don't I guess did I ever show this to you guys how I actually walk? I think I've shown some of you guys how I actually walk. I walk at 10 and 2. I have hip dysplasia.
Yeah, no, I've seen you like, well, I mean, we've walked
I never
together.
Internalized this about you walking, having met you in meat space.
I walk at 10 and 2. So I walk like a penguin no matter what. But this was up a little bit of a hill, like my car was parked sort of like near the curb, and I stepped up onto the curb and just went whoop.
Yeah.
It ended up cutting my hands up pretty good, landed on my hands, so got some bruises. So it was a real winter weather event. Bridget, how is this winter weather event treating you?
I hate all of you. I just want you to understand that.
Okay.
I'm living vicariously through Beth, and it's bringing me life. But I want all of you to understand that I'm so pissed right now. I want everybody to just make a guess. How much snow has Missoula, Montana gotten this year?
3 inches.
0.
Lower.
0.
Lower?
1 inch.
Oh,
all
man.
Winter. We had a trace of snow this morning, and I took a picture because it was like the tiniest little bit of snow on my windshield.
It's never good when you're only getting 1 inch.
I mean, listen. There's so many jokes I want to make, but for the sake of this podcast, because I'm certain someone listens with their kid, I'm just going to move it right along.
Moving right along. Do. Pitt Girl, how are you?
I'm good. I got an abundance of snow. Obnoxiously, Pitt boyfriend and I had to go dig our cars out of the plow crud, which was halfway up my car door, which was great.
I hate that.
Honestly, it's better with this kind of snow than it is normally with like a smaller stack of plow crud, because it's been so cold that it was mostly big, like the fluffy snow, which is good because it's not as heavy. There has been intermittent sleet despite the fact that it hasn't gotten above 25 degrees, mostly because there's like warm air somewhere way above us as the weather works. But I'm good. I went out and shoveled in my heavyweight home field apparel hoodie, and I was standing outside talking to the neighbors, and the neighbors were like, "Aren't you cold?" And I was like, "No."
Uh-huh. I had the same this morning. It was like 10 degrees and we were going to church and people were like, "Aren't you cold?" I was like, "No, like I wear these hoodies because they're warm."
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I got to wear my Texas jacket today.
Nice.
And it was super warm and it worked out super well when I was trying to dig my car out. Not dig my car out, but scrape all the ice off my fucking windshield.
My pit jacket has yet to arrive. Someday.
Man, you guys have already dug your cars out?
So I started to dig my car out because I didn't want the like snow mountain from the plow to be taller than my car was.
Reasonable.
Yeah.
That's fair. I mean, I've gotten a dead battery before because it snowed and I was just like, I'll wait for it to melt before I drive.
Yeah, that happened to my friend one year when like we had a huge snowmageddon in Seattle for like 2 weeks straight and he just didn't run his car. And then he's like, "What happened?" And they're like, "Well, you kind of you have to run your car more than you think you have to run your car."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And it doesn't have to be a lot. Like I work from home a lot. And so there will be weeks where I just drive like once and that's enough. But you can't just leave your car sit for a month usually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to run it at least half an hour.
Beth, how is the snow situation where you are?
So I have somewhere between 17 and 18 inches of snow.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
And I got to drive the big tractor.
Yes.
I've been having the best time. The driveway is 1/4 of a mile long. I sent an aerial to Brigit. So that she could appreciate
I was just like, I was vibrating. I was like, "Oh my God." Like just imagining Beth in the plow. Like, let's go.
Well, it's got like, oh, I was so happy.
Oh,
I was having the best time. I went from being the world's worst plow tractor driver in the world to being probably not the world's worst plow tractor driver in the world.
Okay. The first step to getting good at something is kind of sucking at something.
Yeah, and I definitely kind of sucked at it. It is not my first time driving a tractor. I was a farm kid. But like plowing a field and plowing snow are not the same.
No.
Yeah, it was extremely fun. I was having a great time. I got to move so much snow. We were very lucky here. We only had snow. We did not get any of the fun ice things that many of our neighbors got. Mm-hmm. I keep losing power because of what my neighbors got.
Oh, yeah. Obnoxiously Pit Boyfriend's little brother is a med student at West Virginia, as has been mentioned on the show previously. And evidently Morgantown got a lot of ice.
Yeah, a ton.
Yeah. Heard that secondhand from Obnoxiously Pit Boyfriend's parents. We have some like intermittent sleet, and you can only tell because you can hear it.
Oh, the little yeah.
Yeah, because it's not ice, but it's also not snow. And so you can hear it when it hits in a way that you don't hear the snow.
Now, Commish, how is San Antonio in all of this? Because you're further south than all of us. You're our southern office. How is San Antonio dealing with the cold?
They canceled Monster Jam.
What?
That's how you know it's serious.
That's how you know it's serious. Monster Jam did not take place on this Sunday.
Wow.
Rescheduled for Tuesday.
I think the end of March.
End of March.
March.
So were they concerned
but
about
also
traction?
On a Sunday.
Because I would think on like Monster trucks, traction would not be the going concern.
So the funny thing is, I've been to Monster Jam the past 2 years here, and it's in the Alamo Dome.
Mm-hmm.
In the Alamo Dome.
Inside that they canceled it?
So it was raining Saturday night, and they normally do Saturday and a Sunday show.
Yeah.
And they normally store the trucks outside the Alamo Dome to like work on them in the garage, like in like a parking lot area, which I'm like,
oh yeah,
well,
park for me.
yeah. So I mean, like the entire Alamo Dome surface is just dirt. So I'm like, why can't they just move them in there or whatever? But the bridges and overpasses near the Alamo Dome, you know, it's raining. It's like 26 degrees. It's iced over. I don't even think we got above freezing today. I think we got to like 30 today. So we got the 30 today. I was like, I'm going to go take out the trash at the outside garbage cans. And, I was bundled up, had a few home field layers and the 2-lane joggers, and went out there and the garbage cans were iced over. So like I had to like manually like crack the ice
That's always
to
fun.
get the garbage cans in.
Now you understand what I had to do to go to the military bowl.
Yeah. So the car, like the windows seemed fine, but I had icicles all underneath the car and on the tires. And
Did
I'm
you
like,
get to kick them off? Because that's the best part of it.
No, I didn't
You
go
could just
anywhere.
leave those there. It's fine.
Yeah, I was just leaving them there. I'm
I just like kicking
didn't
them off.
go
It's the sense where you're just like.
Oh well, yeah, no,
yeah, like,
it is good.
The city shut down again. Like school's canceled on Monday, so I'll have both kids tomorrow and yesterday when you're listening to this. So it's gonna be interesting, and then and I think it's gonna get to like 38 on Monday, so hopefully the ice will go away, and we'll get back to just our regularly scheduled milder winter by the end of the week.
Yeah, it is supposed to stay cold here.
Yes. Or the next time we have above freezing, at least where I am, is Tuesday. And
yeah.
Not the soon one.
Yeah, no. The earliest at the high temperature for not Monday tomorrow, but the following Monday is exactly freezing. So
yeah.
That is the other reason why I was out trying to get my car out of the snow pile, because if you let the snow pile sit, it just gets worse.
Yeah, listener, I know this podcast is going to come out on Tuesday. If you live in the general Pennsylvania area and you have not cleared your snow by the time you are listening to this podcast, I have several regrets to inform you.
Yeah, you are about to be turbo fucked. Have fun.
Yeah,
Beth, I want to ask you a question. Are you snow tractor certified?
Don't tell the tractor cops. Please don't tell the tractor cops. Please. Please.
I'm turning you into the Kubota police.
No.
So I have a strategy to clear my car. I use the remote start to turn it on, and then it just melts like the layer right along the windshield,
and then it slides
and then
off.
I can just slide it right off. Like
Yep.
I don't have to scrape. It just loosens that up nicely for me.
How cleared around your car do you have to get? Because that's always the question.
I drive a small car with a fairly tight turning radius. And so like, it's not about getting out. It's about, I clear the space around my car so that the next time the plow goes by, the pile isn't as big.
I like the picture of you out there.
Oh, I'm not. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Pitt boyfriend took that.
You were extremely Pennsylvanian in all the best ways.
Again, all of my neighbors were outside, and they were like, I went outside originally wearing a different pair of boots that were shorter just to talk to them, because obnoxiously Pitt boyfriend had gone out to shovel and I was doing something else. And I was like, I don't see him over by the car. I hope he didn't fall and die. So I went outside and was chatting with them, and they were like, aren't you cold? And I was like, no.
Is your part of PA like my part of PA in that the only time you ever really talk to your neighbors is when you're out shoveling and moving snow? Like summer is not the time we talk to our neighbors.
A little bit, yes. So the neighbors that we were talking to originally are the ones that live upstairs, and we are friendly with them anyway, and we'll chat with them when we run into them. But we also ended up sharing a shovel with people like down the block who we don't usually talk to. Like I've seen them around and we've talked to them, but like it is very like, this is the time of the year in which you become very neighborly.
Sharing a shovel.
They needed to borrow a shovel.
Oh, okay. I wanted to make sure that it was not that you did not have a shovel. We were about to have a firm talking to.
No. I have a shovel, and then I have the emergency car shovel, which is the one that I have in the picture that I was using to get the snow away from the side of the car without scraping the paint because it's plastic.
Yep. Always have an emergency car shovel. This is an
You gotta have the
tool.
car shovel.
We have a good shovel and the emergency car shovel. Upstairs neighbors have a good shovel. but that's 4 people and 2.5 shovels, right? So
Yeah. We had a lot of this storm for me was like the logistics of I have a shovel by my door, I have a shovel by the 2 doors of the house next door, and then it was all about positioning the snowblower for this one because I have a ramp that I have to blow, and it's a lot easier if like the snowblower is waiting in the garage at the top of the ramp.
Yep.
And then it's all downhill and I can let gravity do its dark work.
Yeah. Smart.
I feel like my neighbors, the thing that we talk when it happens is when there's a storm and there's a power outage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that I think is the big, because like with this, with snow, like we had today, people go out, they do their thing, but I don't think there's a lot of talking. Like there will be people who kind of talk, right? Like there are people on my street who like do someone else's sidewalk in addition to theirs, right? Like if you know someone, you know, I don't know, like maybe they don't move great or whatever the case may be, but that's something I think that's figured out in advance by people, and like when it happens, people just go outside, they do their thing, they go back inside.
I'm just happy that at this point, it looks like they canceled school through Tuesday here in North Texas. And hopefully, once we get above freezing, things will be back to normal. Next weekend's going to be cold, but at least we'll be back to normal life here. And we can stop all of this wild bread and milk hoarding that we've been doing and toilet paper hoarding. I will say that I went to the grocery store Friday morning, the day that everything was supposed to hit, and everything was just freshly in stock. So I just walked through late, got all my shit, and it was wonderful. I'm not lazy. I'm just punctual.
I went to the grocery store Saturday afternoon and it was fine because I think most people here are like, okay, 12 to 18 inches of snow is a lot, but the power is probably not going to go out. And we're probably going to be back to business as usual no later than Wednesday. It's fine.
For most of our area, yes. Did you see the TikToks coming out of the State College Wegmans?
No!
Where their meat department was down to large pieces of lamb and 5 containers of chicken livers.
Sure.
Hell yeah.
Interesting.
That is a great meal right there.
Yeah, you can work with that.
Penn State's
Is this like
fine.
college kids all buying up all the meat?
At
Or?
Wegmans?
No.
I think they would go to like the cheap place because Wegmans is a lot of things, but not affordable on a college kid's.
No.
Yeah.
I don't know where college kids buy groceries. Like when I went to college, we just didn't. But
oh yeah, same.
I mean, I was in college at the same time you are, and it was the Aldi that's right by the Shady Side Giant Eagle was where the groceries came from. If I wasn't going to IGA and paying highly inflated prices to not have to take the bus to the Shady Side Aldi.
Yeah, I mean, for most college students, it's like, I got to go pick up the essentials. I'm going to Sheetz.
Yes.
Yeah.
And most of the essentials are cheese sticks.
The thing with shopping at Giant Eagle is that, like, it's definitely not a super nice grocery store, especially like they have new nice ones. Like if you're shopping at a market district, then it might be nicer.
Isn't the Shady Side Giant Eagle a market district? I never actually went in that one.
Yeah,
I think it is
that's
nice.
a market district. The East Liberty one that they just opened up is now a market district. It replaced a non-market district. But if it's just a regular Giant Eagle, like, oh, a bunch of like they're not good at stocking things. Well, I mean, it could be because the storm's coming, or that could just be because it's Saturday and it's this Giant Eagle. I go in, I'm like, oh, there are no carts in the spot where you're supposed to pick up your cart when you go. Right, if you want a cart, you got to go out to the park. That's where all the carts are, is out in the parking lot in the cart returns. Right, you got to get your cart there. Then you go in, you're walking around like, wow, like it's really empty. Like there's nobody here. And then you go to check out and it's like, oh, this is where every single person in the store is. They're waiting in line to check out. Like, so it's indistinguishable. Is it like, oh, it's the day before a storm or it's normal? Like, no, it's still, that's your shopping experience. It's very consistent.
Welcome, everyone, to the Sickos Committee Podcast. This is our podcast for the evening of January 25th, 2026. As always, I am Jordan. With me tonight, I have Commish, Pitt Girl, Beth, special guest Big Sky Brigit, and producer Arthur on the ones and twos. We've already introduced ourselves and talked about our weather woes, so we'll go past that. I hope everyone is staying safe and warm. I saw some gnarly ice stuff throughout Mississippi and areas like that. Oxford looks like it got hit pretty hard with ice storms, things like that. So wherever you are listening to this, I hope you are warm. I hope you are thawing. We're going to podcast as long as we can till our power goes out. I will say that because I am at the Denton office, my building's power did go out. And the only way I could tell was because I went to go check the digital thermostat and it was offline.
Oh, yeah.
But it was only off for 3 hours. My apartment didn't get that cold. We're fine.
Also, only off for 3 hours means that the stuff in your fridge is probably fine.
Yeah,
It's totally fine.
Yeah.
You're surrounded by nothing but fridge. It's cold out.
My house has an electric thermostat, but like gas heating.
Mm-hmm.
So if we lose power, it's like, well, the heat would still work. Just the thing that tells it to heat doesn't.
Yeah.
It's a very frustrating problem to have.
Let's talk about some breaking news. Breaking news.
How
Hey,
do we
girl,
have breaking
what
news
is our
now?
breaking news?
So the Weenie 500 has been announced today that it will be back for 2026.
Yes.
Full credit to Obnoxiously Pitt Dad for informing me of this. I would like to read from the press release.
Yes.
The meatiest rate in
Oh,
The meatiest race in motorsports is officially back. Oscar Mayer today announced the second annual Weenie 500 will return to the iconic Indianapolis Motor Speedway on Friday, May 22nd, leading up to the 110th Indianapolis 500 presented by Gainbridge. Serving as the unofficial kickoff to summer with 72 million hot dogs consumed every Memorial Day weekend, the Weenie 500 sets out to remind fans that anywhere is the perfect time for an Oscar Mayer wiener, even a professional racetrack.
once again, I feel weird that we have all of the Oscar Mayer Wienermobiles in one place. This feels like we could have an accident and lose all of them at once.
Yes, and they will all be there. Quote, with each Wienermobile named after a regional hot dog, millions rallied behind their favorite, but it was Slaw Dog who secured last year's victory. This year, Slaw Dog is back to defend its title along with Chi Dog, New York Dog, Chili Dog, and Seattle Dog. Following a disappointing performance, the Sonoran Dog is officially relegated due to not cutting the mustard, leaving the spot open for a new regional dog to enter the competition. Starting today, race lovers can visit @Wienermobile on Instagram to cast their vote in the first ever Pick Your Dog Weenie 500 bracket, where they can choose from a fresh lineup of 7 new regional hot dogs, or opt to vote to give Sonoran Dog another shot at qualifying.
I feel like it's a crime that they are relegating Sonoran Dog. Sonoran Dog is so good. I'm trying to
Voting
find the other
begins
ones
on their
now.
Instagram stories tomorrow. So
Oh,
by
okay,
the
yeah.
time that you are listening to this, the bracket will be posted and we will know.
So do we need to share that on our Instagram?
Oh, wait, hang on. Actually, I'm sorry. The bracket has been posted.
Oh, do you have it?
I do. It's
What are
on
my
their
options?
Instagram. The options are Ripper Dog,
What?
Corn Dog, Veggie Dog,
Ripper dog.
Puka Dog, Plain Dog, Denver Dog, Sonoran Dog, and Idaho Dog, which I really hope has potatoes on it.
Okay, a Ripper Dog is a dog that is fried in deep fried in oil, which causes the casing to burst or rip.
Yeah,
It
those are
is.
good.
These are a New Jersey thing, and you have to use natural casing dogs,
Mhm.
which makes sense.
But they are good.
I've
Oh.
never heard of half of these.
Would definitely eat that.
Same. What the hell's an Idaho dog? Like,
Idaho hot dog.
What's a
is
plain
this,
dog?
was this
Is
made
it-
by
is
the
it
Idaho
like a-
Potato Commission?
Is a plain dog like
Wait, no fucking
or
way.
PLANE?
No fucking way that this is an Idaho hot dog that I'm looking
I
at
think
right now.
I think Google might be. I hope Google's not lying to me, but the AI overview for Idaho hot dog says Idaho hot dog is a regional specialty featuring a frankfurter nestled inside a split baked jacket potato instead of a traditional bun.
Bullshit.
Typically
Bullshit.
topped with sour cream, chives, cheese, or chili.
No, that's amazing. That's exactly what I wanted this
I
to
need
be.
this to be real. I need this to be real more than I've needed any AI hallucination to be real.
Oh man, it's
Taste Atlas says it's real.
Yeah, I'm
the
looking
Idaho
at it on
Potato
Taste Atlas
Commission
right
has
now.
one. Oh no, those
However,
are potato dogs.
Yeah, no,
They're
see,
just
that's what I'm wondering. Like, it
Damn
has
it.
to be something from the Idaho Potato Commission. This is
Well,
this
they
is a
have, like,
psyop
corn
from them.
but potato.
Yeah.
There are YouTube videos about this, and it is a hot dog inside a baked potato,
Which I would eat, to be clear.
I'm gonna say now that we as the committee are endorsing the Idaho dog.
I feel like we have to at this point.
Yeah.
So man, I'm distracted by the Idaho Potato Commission as we all should be.
Yeah, for sure.
And all I'm seeing, so the Idaho Potato Commission's potato dog is effectively a corn dog where you are using russet potatoes and sort of frying your mashed potato.
That also sounds good.
I want that to be shredded potato where it's basically a giant tater tot that has hidden hot dog in it.
Ooh.
Doesn't that sound good?
I'm looking at another blog that has it as a literal baked potato is your bun.
Perfect.
I'm looking at a picture of one.
Mm-hmm.
What if Wendy's got it right?
But also, Sheets, if you're listening, you could do tater tot dog.
You could, and you should.
Mm-hmm.
What is a puka dog?
Isn't that Hawaiian?
I feel like it should be
either that or it's a huge Jimmy Stewart fan. Two
What,
people
is that the
got
wide
that
receiver
joke
for
and
the
enjoyed
Rams?
it.
Puka dog Hawaiian style hot dogs is a hot dog joint in Hawaii.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Hula
that's
dog.
not the wide receiver for the
Polish
Rams.
No, not the wide receiver for the
sausages
Rams.
stuffed into
No.
a sweet Hawaiian roll drizzled with mango mustard and pineapple relish.
I'd fuck with that.
Reddit
know,
says
like-
they call it a Polish sausage, but it tastes like a hot dog.
Yeah. It was featured on, good job, Jordan, Anthony Bourdain's TV show No Reservations Hawaii.
I
So-
posted a picture.
Okay, I'd fuck with this.
Does it have spam in it? Spam in a hot dog? Question mark.
I did get spam and I have a can of it now. I still haven't tried it. I got to try it soon.
Did you get
You
the
gotta try it in
low
in
sodium
tacos.
spam?
Low sodium spam,
Okay.
yes.
Did you know that Spam sells hot dogs?
What?
I didn't know this.
One moment. They might be gone by now. But I'm seeing old internet links of the tale of when there were Spam hot dogs.
That seems like
Doing
a
further
great bit of
research.
marketing. While Beth is doing that,
I posted a
Commish.
picture in the chat.
okay, let's see. Oh, like literal spam hot dogs
Mm-hmm.
with aloha topping.
What else would they be?
That sounds good. Mixed diced pineapple, cucumber, red onion, and a squeeze of lime juice. I'd fuck with that.
Spam
Commish.
dog. Hormel product code. Okay.
Commish, I got to see you this week. It was great.
Commish. Yeah, I got to see you too.
We got to hang out. It was great. Where were we?
We were at the the American Heart Association Bear Bryant Coach of the Year Awards in the Post Oak Hotel in fabulous Houston, Texas.
Once again, way too fancy for us.
Yes.
This place, this place is like a $600 a night hotel.
Yeah.
And
I'm in this place and I'm looking at the chandelier on the outside when you pull up to the valet. And I'm like, okay, my car's not that nice. George's like, I got a Subaru. I was like, I just got like a little tiny Volkswagen.
it's better than mine. Me and my fucking Subaru Forester with the car seat in the back.
Yeah. I mean, I have a car seat too in the back.
I'll come pick you up in my awesome tractor.
Mm-hmm.
I guarantee you they've seen worse.
Oh, 100%.
Oh yeah, there was worse there. But
there was a
it was
Cybertruck
fun.
there.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go. The funny thing, coming back to these awards, is that we did this last year. Last year was the apocalyptic snowstorm, which we're kind of currently going in right now.
Oh, we did this.
So it was just like delayed by a couple of days. So I was able to drive to Houston and back like much sooner and not have to wait for the snow this time. So I actually made it back at like a reasonable hour in San Antonio. But I want to give a shout out to Paul, who's the coordinator there. His last name is Smith. I'm sure you can find him, but no relation to Paul Bear Bryant. We get invited, and we're basically part of this. I'd say like media junket.
Media row.
That is there. Yeah. So there's like little media spots, like a local radio. There was, I think, like an LSU radio station there this year. I don't know why they were there. And then the room that we're in last year in what they call the library, we got kicked out of that, but not for being awful. It was just that they actually got a sponsor for these awards. It was called the Bozcast, which is the podcast of Brian Bosworth.
Oh, the dude from the Fansville commercials?
Mm-hmm. Yes, the sheriff of Fansville, which we got to see him come out wearing some. I don't know if you saw this, Jordan. Did you see him pop out in his bike shorts after working out?
I did.
Yeah. So we got to see him run to there to get changed, and he had like a video spot to interview all the nominees that were there doing interviews. Along with us, we had our spot to interview all the nominees too. Also, he had a setup down by the front area where everybody would walk in because he was doing some more interviews before they walk in for the awards too. So it's a crazy spot to be at because we're just like, okay, man, we have a weird name. We're the Sickos Committee, but they actually like us, and which is strange. And people would come up, like all the SIDs that were with the coaches, and they'd be like, "Yeah, we love your content." And I'm like, it's weird to call our stuff content because I just feel like it's just crap that we just throw out there randomly. I don't think.
I was hoping you'd get far into corporate speak and be like, it's weird to call it content because we're never content.
I was gonna make a joke about that's how I feel at Big Sky Media Days, but I just maybe I'll bust that out next year.
It's weird. I'm like, I just like we're not your normal media.
No, we're not like the other media companies.
I don't want to be like them. I don't want to yell online about who should be ranked higher, and I want to have fun. This is supposed to be fun. This is supposed to be something to follow along with, like these players and coaches, and it's a game. It's entertainment. Yes, there's a business side of things. Sure, we'll let the serious people do that. I don't want to do that. I want to have fun. I want to be entertained. I want to learn cool stuff. I want to make silly videos to, random 90s music songs. That's what I want to do. And that's what I feel like they want to add us in here because the coaches get the standard questions enough. And so you get an award, nominated for an award, or you win like Newcomer of the Year award. Let the coaches relax a little bit.
So let's talk about who we talked to. First off, we talked to Phil Fulmer, head coach of Tennessee, former head coach of Tennessee, who was the Lifetime Achievement Award. Tony Elliott, head coach of Virginia. Joey McGuire from Texas Tech. Clark Lee from Vanderbilt. Jerry Mack, who is Newcomer Coach of the Year from Kennesaw State. And Bob Chesney, who is from JMU, also now at UCLA. And I'm gonna tip my hand here, Commish. The person that made me want to run through a wall for them this year was Joey McGuire.
Okay.
I was ready to go to Lubbock. In fact, ladies and gentlemen of this podcast, he not only sold me on Lubbock as being a nice place to have a cup of coffee in the morning in the summer, because it's not a wet heat, he says.
Okay.
But that if we want to podcast from his patio that overlooks Texas Tech Stadium, we're more than welcome to.
Okay, that sounds very nice.
It does.
I'm listening.
It sounds good. I think my favorite coach this year was kind of but I'm torn between two.
Okay, tell me.
I love Jerry Mack. He was like the light in his eyes. It like just him like making eye contact with him. Like I want to run through a wall from him because like I want to make him proud. Just like looking at him. So Kennesaw State, you got a great one. The other one, I loved Bob Chesney.
Yeah.
Because he had the encyclopedic memory thing going for him in the interviews. Like he could recall details from like games when we asked him the questions. Like, yeah, do you remember what they did that? They did this here.
Now,
and then we
now
went
listeners,
here,
we're not talking about JMU games. We're talking about Holy Cross games.
Holy Cross games before he was there. We're talking about games when he was a coach like 3 or 4 years ago. He's remembering the play sequence from those games.
Oh, hell yeah. Welcome to the committee.
To me, that is I don't know. That's kind of right up my alley. I have random memory recall for some things, and it's like, why do I remember this? And I feel like we were kind of on the same, I would say, mental wavelength on recalling things, because he would bring up something and then we would basically go back and forth on the memories and the plays back and forth. Like I'm there with him in that moment, which is really cool. I mean, we talked about the Ram Crusader Cup game that went to OT and he won it on a 2-point conversion. I think in like 2022,
2020 or 20, either 21 or 22. I can't remember which.
21 or 22. We talked about them almost upsetting Boston College, but they had a 3-hour rain delay. He was like, "Yeah, 3-hour rain delay."
And when Sluka,
and you know,
we were remembering some guys. I forgot about Sluka, one of our favorite quarterbacks from Holy Cross.
Yeah. So like there was a lot of those are my two. I liked Tony Elliott's demeanor. Like he seemed like a really calming presence. Like if there's anything that would go wrong on the sidelines, you just look at your coach like, okay, stay calm. I just hey, one play at a time. I like that. Which was very very
also
fun to do.
Guys, Clark Lee is built like a brick shit house.
Yeah, that tracks.
Dude. I mean, he was a former fullback. I mean, he is just
fullback is a build that you have for life.
Yeah, that's like former Marines. Like you've.
I feel like he could coach with a neck roll.
Yeah.
And probably should for everyone else's
probably
safety.
Should. Yes.
So, Commish, I pulled a couple of clips for us to listen to. Some are about a minute or 2 minutes long, just for us to listen to, just because a little bits here and there. The first one I want to talk about is Phil Fulmer, because what the fuck do you ask Phil Fulmer as the Sickos committee, right? Mm-hmm. And Commish found the best thing ever. We found out that Phil Fulmer is an apiarist now. He loves honeybees.
Ooh.
And so we asked about his honeybees. Let me play you some audio here.
Bees?
Bees. Not Georgia Tech.
Sorry, let me find the right window. I'm doing this. I don't have my my soundboard here.
Wait, this is how you're doing this?
How would you like me to do it, Arthur?
Just, you have the audio files. Just send me the audio files. I'll put them in.
But then we can't
hear them. We need to hear them.
Oh, you guys haven't heard these yet?
No.
Yes.
Let's talk about something that we found that was very interesting. When did you get into beekeeping?
Well, you have done your research. Well, I started. I have 9 grandchildren now. At that time, there was probably only 8 or 7 even. But I wanted my children to really appreciate nature. So I built a garden. It was 60 by 60. I really wish now I hadn't built it that big, because more than work than
more than you could chew.
Yeah, and they like to plant, but they really don't like to do weeds and things. But anyway, so they help plant and pick, and it was a good connection for us. And a couple years into it, I had a friend that mentioned that he was beekeeping, and I said, how does it get any better than that? To learn your grandkids to learn about pollination, and it's a real issue in our country, really, the bees, survival. So I jumped in there and I got 6 hives. I should have gotten 1.
You got 6 hives?
It was I got 6 hives.
Once again, biting off
more than I could chew. But they come in, except for one of them. One of them got a bee in his bonnet. He's not coming back. But my grandchildren will put the bonnets in that suits on, and they will go help me.
So Phil Fulmer overshot his bees, 6 hives, and is seriously like talking about the concern about bees and colony collapse and all this other stuff. He's very into bees. It's kind of amazing.
Do you think Phil Fulmer has ever seen the Jason Statham movie, The Beekeeper?
I doubt that Phil Fulmer has watched a movie that wasn't called like Platoon in the last.
Do you think Phil Fulmer has watched the Bee movie?
Ooh.
Oh my god.
I doubt that too.
I just want to watch. I want him to watch Man vs. Bee just so he can be as angry as possible at Mr. Bean.
I love that a literal bee in the bonnet scared one of his grandkids off of doing beekeeping.
I mean,
This whole
fair
exchange
enough.
is just the sweetest thing I've ever heard, and I kind of want to cry. It's so cute.
Isn't it though? Like, you think of Phil Fulmer, because we asked him some other stuff about the Spurrier days and stuff like this, but this was something he was very passionate about and talked at length about, his beekeeping.
Yeah.
It was nuts. I like when we asked the question about the bees, it's like, oh, you did do your research. I'm like, yes, I did, Phil. Yes, I did.
I never
Yes,
thought
sir.
that my takeaway from media days was going to be how, God, I want to go like have lunch with Phil Fulmer very badly.
No, I would like show the garden. Show us like what you harvest. Like, are you companion planting? I need to know.
It was great that he's a coach that actually got a post-coaching hobby.
Yeah.
I love that for
It's
him.
something he can do with his grandkids as well. Like, that is so sweet.
So we also had Tony Elliott. We asked Tony Elliott about the Florida State field rush.
Oh boy.
Everyone, look at the screen. Look at the screen.
Yes. It's
What?
windows all the way
Infinity
down.
screens, yeah.
Oh, it's Infinity Screen?
Yeah.
Yes.
So here's Tony Elliott talking about the field rush. One of my best memories this year was the field storm after the FSU win.
Oh, yeah.
Were you expecting it to go down that fast?
No, I wasn't expecting it to happen that fast. I knew that they were kind of gearing up for it, but it hit pretty quickly.
Yeah, that hill, I don't know if you're going to put some barricades there. I know you had some more.
Yeah.
You had some security guards there for the Virginia Tech win in the Commonwealth Cup. I
Right.
noticed there was a few more.
A little bit more.
I was just happy finding out that Squirrel White was okay, because I was watching
Yeah.
that video being like,
Oh,
well,
yeah.
well, he's been eaten by Virginia fans
Oh,
now.
man.
That just happens.
I was thankful that nobody got hurt.
Tony Elliott is the most even-keeled man you've ever heard.
Yeah.
No,
I mean,
unflappable.
That
Right.
feels correct for like Virginia football coach.
Mm-hmm.
We also talked to him a little bit about Chandler Morris, because the connection there is Chandler Morris, we've talked about this before, is Chad Morris's son, head coach Chad Morris.
Mhm.
And Chad Morris had worked with Tony Elliott at the Clemson staff, I believe, Commish?
yeah.
That feels correct. Yeah.
No, so Chad Morris was the OC with Dabo, and like Tony Elliott was there with him, and then so Chad Morris is now back with Clemson, which we did that quiz on the previous podcast, but that's the connection how he got Chandler Morris from North Texas to Virginia to be the quarterback there. It's just crazy.
We talked to Jerry McGuire about the tortillas.
We talked to who?
He went.
Joey McGuire. Jerry McGuire.
Yeah. Jerry McGuire is
a different outfit.
yes. I have a friend who collects that movie on VHS.
What do you mean? Collects that movie on VHS?
Hang on. Oh.
Jerry McGuire?
Or no, is
Yeah.
that hang on. Yeah. Yeah. He has a whole collection of VHSs of that movie.
Okay.
Like he is
Is that like the time that
specifically
Demi bought like 30 DVDs of one movie and put it in his parents' house to see if they would notice?
Is this like when I find a pair of shoes that fits, and so I buy 4 of it? He found one VHS that fits, and now he's going to buy 90 of it.
I mean, it's just sort of a bit. Like he has
Did he just
specifically
commit to the
asked
bit?
us if we find it at a thrift store to buy it and ship it to him.
You know,
this
there's
is
so
show
many
me
like,
the money, right?
this is my,
Yes.
Yes.
you know, like, well, we've been buying frogs for Mima for the last 45 years because she really loves
Right.
frogs.
Right.
Right.
Like my mom was deer, my sister was pigs. It's like
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and
you
he's
just
Jerry
friend of mine
McGuire.
is VHS
Yeah.
copies of Jerry Maguire.
You should give him a Betamax one.
Y'all, do you know what my
laser disc.
when I was,
So Jordan, did Joey McGuire have you at hello?
he had me at hello. Do you know what mine was, guys? When I was still teaching, it was My Little Pony, and my kids would
Did you
buy
call
me so much.
everybody every pony?
My
You've
kids would
mentioned
get
this
me so
before.
much My Little Pony shit. I had so much My Little Pony shit.
Every pony.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rock Your Pony? Nope.
Never
No,
mind.
don't.
Nope. Now we're getting into genuine territory. Let's listen to Joey McGuire.
tortillas? How are they for you?
Well, this year was really interesting because after the Kansas game and 15 yards and all that, well, first, because of the vote, it got worse.
Right,
Like when I first got there, you're throwing tortillas and you kick off and there's a lot of them, but it wasn't like over the top. And then, like we were talking about, you poke the bear. Don't get the Red Raiders hot.
Don't tell them you can't do something.
Yeah, and they're going to do it. Yeah, and so then what's great about our fans, they want to win so bad. The next game that we played at home, I think there might have been maybe one tortilla because they don't want to, hurt us.
Yeah.
And so that week after the game, and we're talking about like, man, do we just do it a kickoff? Do we try to do this? And we were like, man, we really have got to try to stop it. And so I went to our video guy, who's a Red Raider. He was a student video. He was a GA. Now he runs that department. And I said, hey, how far back do you go on all the video we have on our server? And he said, well, I know I got 08. And I said, well, pull up the greatest game in Texas Tech history. And there's no tortillas. And I'm going, okay, everybody's talking about the tortillas, but the moment that anybody that's a Red Raider up until this year can talk about and all get behind, nobody's throwing tortillas. So I was like, and I started asking him, I said, when did this become a big deal? And he goes, well, minus this year, at different time in Cliff's tenure, it became more popular. Well, me knowing, like bringing players out to Tech that Cliff was recruiting, I'd seen the tortillas being thrown, so I just rolled with it.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I think it's a great tradition. And so I probably added to it a little bit. And then this year, of course, we're added. But I was so proud of our fans because I'm telling you, BYU game day, you might have saw one or two. You come back, any of the games that we played at home after the Kansas game, they did a great job, And
so,
Beth, I wanted to tell you this. When we talked with him about the tortillas, we asked how he picked them up, and then I referenced the Penn toast Zamboni. Yeah, and they didn't have a tortilla Zamboni.
Oh no!
Or vacuum to pick it up. He even mentioned that he would see the stadium after the game, and it was just nothing but like tortillas pushed to the sides of the stadium. I'm like, I have no idea how they picked up all those tortillas.
So what I'm hearing is that we need to innovate in Zamboni technology.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it was interesting that, we always talk about how college institutional memory is very weird and that college institutional memory is approximately 4 years.
Yeah. And you see that also, like I specifically noticed that with Oakland Zoo traditions around COVID.
Right.
Because there are things that I remember that died, right? That were things that you didn't hear a lot, even when I was a student. Like, for the longest time, Pitt would not play Zombie Nation ever at any sporting event. Because when I was in school, if they played it, and they played it once during a basketball game against Louisville, they wouldn't play it because the student section would chant things that you can't repeat on television and that I will not repeat here.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And that died with COVID. And now they play it and the student section just chants PITT. And I'm just over here like,
oh,
I'm old.
We're losing recipes.
And this is wrong. And none of you know the old magic.
The funniest thing with that specific student section is it's still called the Oakland Zoo. I'm not sure when the last time I saw someone there dressed up as an animal was.
Yeah.
Oh, is that why they call it the zoo?
No.
Yeah.
Like
there used to be a bunch of people dressed up as animals and stuff.
Yeah,
like
there was
people don't dress up anymore.
Oakland Zoo gorilla.
Yeah.
I just want to say that I really don't want to mess with Texas Tech fans online after speaking with the coach. It's not like I'm afraid of him. It's just like I don't want to stir them up. I don't want to like anger them, like even slightly. I have a lot of respect for them.
Now, we talked to Clark Lee a bit, and we brought up, listeners, this isn't going to be an old pull for us here. In 2021, October 2nd, UConn visited Vanderbilt. One of the first things we talked about on this podcast, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
And the gate tickets were about $2 a pop.
I think you could get in for $1 at game time.
Okay.
Didn't the full cast go to this game?
They did go to this
they
game.
did.
They had
did go
talked
to this
about
game.
this, and they're like, "Oh, we could go to this game for like $2, but parking is like $30."
Yes.
And if you remember, Vanderbilt won that game on a kind of like crazy ending to that play.
Yeah, a game-winning field goal.
Game-winning field goal. This was Vanderbilt's second and only win, second win that year, and out of 2 wins.
Their last win that year, and that was Clark Lee's first season.
And of course, we asked Clark Lee about this game.
Excellent.
Yes, because I went there.
Here we go.
Well, there were 2 wins that first year.
Yeah.
One was a cover-mine field
Against
goal,
Colorado
Colorado State. That was after we had lost to East Tennessee State to open. And then that one, that was, I mean, again, I appreciate your angle on it. For me, it's like remembering an empty stadium, a rainy, it was I think it was like a family weekend.
Yeah.
It's like no one was there. It's raining. And we gave up it was like 4th and 19. We're about to make a stop to win the game.
Yeah.
Their go-ahead touchdown came off like a 4th and 19 conversion where we have a guy double teamed. Our guys go up, tip the ball, fall to the ground, he catches it.
Like a fluke play.
It was this feeling of inevitability at times early on where it's like, when the break's gonna come for us? Well, we end up driving, winning the game.
Yeah.
And the celebration, I show a slide of that celebration at times when I'm talking to community and say, this is when we won the SEC East. It looks like, that kind of enthusiasm, but really, and here's the reality of those 2 teams. UConn was probably the worst team in FBS that year. I mean, one of them for
Pretty
sure.
close.
Yeah. Their story is about changing the head coach. Jim Ward, who I've got a ton of respect for, does a great job in taking up. Vanderbilt's story is about the head coach changing, and my growth and evolution. And obviously, I'm critical sometimes of those early 3 years. I think there's a lot of truth in the idea that we had a lot of work to do. And then I think in this role, you do have to learn how to do the job.
I thought that was very fascinating.
Mm-hmm.
It
was just fun because like I framed the question as like, do you take the time to appreciate where you've been in this job and where you are now? So for me, like that's his second win as a head coach ever. And it was like one of the games you can get in for $1. Now he was setting records with Vandy, like their first 10-win season ever, scoring the most points in a game by Vandy since like 1918. So I framed that question that way, and he indicated he appreciated me framing that question that way, which is good. And, just for him, I wanted to see if he would reflect on how far he's come as a head coach.
Mm-hmm.
And the funny thing that the defensive coordinator that was on that 2021 team, Jesse Minter, is now the head coach of the Baltimore Ravens.
Mm-hmm. We also found out, and I couldn't get a good clip because it talks about a lot of it. We'll talk about where you can find the unedited versions of this in a bit. But we asked him about the connection with New Mexico State.
Oh, that was a great question, how that came about. I was curious. I'm like, I could not find any link through like Wikipedia links on how he got Tim Beck, not the Coastal Carolina Tim Beck, but the offensive coordinator for him, Tim Beck, Diego Pavia, and Jerry Kill. Like how did this connection, like Las Cruces to Nashville, happen? And it all boiled down to the New Mexico State upset over Auburn. He saw New Mexico State's offense on Auburn, and like they just beat the crap out of him. And, Diego Pavia body slamming an Auburn player. And I didn't mention that. I regret not mentioning that. But he went out to them in the offseason, and he wanted to learn the offense. So he went all the way out there, and he had some red and green chilies. And that's how the connection was made. He just wanted to learn the offense. And then he had to make some organizational changes unexpectedly. And then basically Jerry retired. Tim Beck left, and then Jerry came with him, and then Jerry talked Diego coming to Nashville. So that was incredible to find that out.
It was great to know that was like his, like, just consuming tape, being like, because they lost to
Auburn that year, like I think like 38-17.
Yeah, it wasn't
like
it wasn't like a total ass beating or whatever, but it was enough that he went through and looked at the New Mexico State tape and was like, okay, what did they do to do this?
And he said specifically, it wasn't a gimmicky offense. It was well planned, and like everybody was well coached, and they took the personality of Jerry Kill, their head coach, and from that, like he was like, I'm going from Nashville to Las Cruces, New Mexico. So that game that we talked about in length in 2023, like you see an upset like that, like things that we pay attention to, you see a connection, and then how that happens to Nashville, which is crazy. And then now you see where Vandy is. You know, it's fun to pull at the thread and link all the things together when we can interview these folks.
The last one I have here, I don't have anything from Chesney because it was hard to get like a direct quote, like a single little quote from him.
Bob is great. Like it is a great interview. He is rapid fire. Like UCLA, I love. Like James Madison, you had a great one. We did mention ULM beating him, and he did say Monroe was a bit haunted.
Got Monroe,
like,
yeah.
You got Monroe. Yeah, I did mention ULM, of course. So
ULM mentioned.
Yes, ULM was mentioned.
Best part about that, he goes, "Where are you guys from?" And we go, "Oh, I'm from Dallas." He's from San Antonio, and Chesney goes, "What about the guy from Canada? Why are you guys doing so much Canadian stuff?" Fucking Joey. Fucking Canadian Joey.
So the fact that Bob Chesney knows.
That's right. So Joey's
but he only knows
UCLA
Joey.
fan.
That's the best part.
Yes, that's it. It's so great.
Fucking Joey. Beth, I have a gift from you to you specifically.
Oh God.
This is from Coach Jerry Mack at Kennesaw State. This is about them going and playing Jacksonville State again after losing first, and then playing them again at the Conference USA title game.
Okay.
Did you get the team to focus on what to do going back into that hostile atmosphere for a conference title game?
Man, good question. We were too tight that first game.
Okay.
I felt like we were, first time being in that kind of environment, because at that time everybody knew that was kind of like somewhat of a championship caliber game.
Yeah.
Because both teams were undefeated.
Mm-hmm.
That
both was one that we were like promoting.
Yeah,
podcast.
It was a game of the week.
This was a game of the week for us, and then this was like, hey man, I think we even made like a little video clip, animated clips that we do for that one. I think. Yeah, because that was like, hey, we need to talk about this game that's happening, and it was a great game, but y'all came up short there.
We played too tight. Like, the guys were a little bit tight. We made some uncharacteristic mistakes throughout the whole game. We moved. I mean, if you go back and look at some stats, I think we had the most yards on offense the whole season that game. Like, we almost had 600 yards. We had 580 yards of total offense that game.
Yeah, that was one of those games where we jokingly call them spinach games.
Yeah.
Because when you cook spinach, like you just keep throwing leaves and leaves and leaves and leaves, and then when you cook it, you got really nothing to show for it after that.
Yeah,
so
that's exactly what
like the spinach game of the week.
Oh
there
my
you go,
God!
Spinach.
Oh my God!
Spinach game of the week.
Spinach.
And then he's like, "That's exactly what it was."
I thought
he's
you would
going to be
appreciate
giving
that.
some motivational speech at a high school, and like,
Oh my God.
It was an.
He's gonna yell at him in the film room about spinach.
Mm-hmm.
You can get all these yards, but it don't mean anything.
It's like when you're cooking spinach.
It's like when you're cooking spinach.
Jerry Mack was so impressed with the fact that we were bringing up, like, oh man, that Liberty double overtime game was such a barn burner and all this stuff. And I think he just didn't expect us to know anything about Kennesaw State. We're like, oh my God, you're the Kennesaw State coach. We love you.
Yeah.
That was probably the interview I was looking forward to the most. And I was like, this is our world here. Like, he won the Newcomer of the Year award for the Bear Bryant. Well deserved. And when we got to speak with him, his like the person that represented from the school with him, I don't want to call him like the handler or whatever, but like the person that tells him where to go.
On their like name tag,
I know,
it said handler.
It's weird. It's weird.
It is weird.
But it's just
like he's
it's just like the interview guide person, I would say, the interview Sherpa, but this is like when he was like, I love you guys, and he was taking merch from us, and I was like, yes,
awesome.
This is our people here. And Jerry is huge, man. I feel like he was a lineman at some point. Was he a lineman?
I don't know.
By
the way, dude. Tony Elliott now has an All Coastal Chaos sticker.
Yeah, he does.
Hell yes.
Hell yes.
Yeah, we talked to him about that too.
He was a
wide receiver.
He was Jerry Mack.
Was a wide receiver. Oh my god!
It's for when we first started doing this podcast, we would tell the listeners like, hey, for us, like it's not a bit. And at this point, the people who listen to us, the people who follow us, they understand that. The ADs also understand that. Now we're getting to the point where like the coaches are realizing like it's not a bit. We really do like just following what you do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It was a great experience as always. This is our second year doing it. We had an absolute blast. Thank you again to the Bear Bryant Awards for letting us come and be idiots and ask Phil Fulmer about his fucking beekeeping and just getting the chance to talk with these guys, which is great.
I think asking Phil Fulmer about bees is the exact right question to ask him.
I bet I bet Phil Fulmer had more fun talking to you than anybody else.
His eyes did light up as soon as we did that. Like you could see the light in his eyes talking about beekeeping, which is crazy.
I mean, is it? It's like when we ask you about your weather doohickey.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I'm.
How's your weather doohickey, Commish?
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's great. It's awesome. It's fantastic. I had to get it set up again because it went offline and it was like I was struggling to get it back online, and I got it back online. I'm like, yeah. And I got to see like all of the temperatures around me, like
see,
just like it was a lot of fun. So yes, the eyes do light up for that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, folks, this is our ad break, so let's make some money. You should buy things from Home Field Apparel, the official place to buy championship India. Guys, did you know that Indiana won a national championship?
I have no idea. I can't believe that.
I can't. Who knows?
When did this occur?
Are we sure?
Wow.
Citation.
The only national champion I know of is Montana State.
The only NCAA Division I national championship that exists. You're absolutely right. It's Montana State.
Yeah, possibly the only championship that exists.
It's all I'm going to recognize until the Seahawks win it all. Go Hawks.
Oh, yes. Badoop. Patriots versus Seahawks in the Super Bowl. We're
Last
doing it
time
again,
that
baby.
Happened, I was in undergrad.
But if you want to dress like us, and why wouldn't you? Home Field Apparel has the coolest things. I see a Blaster hoodie that looks super comfy.
Blaster hoodie sent to me by friend of the show, Bodie McBoatface, who accidentally ended up with 2 because of the mystery sales.
Beautiful. I see a Duke's Mayo Bowl trophy shirt that's no longer available. The Pitt Panthers shirt from the box, I believe.
Yep, that's the football box shirt this year.
Yeah.
I see a Montana State. I see Auburn. And I have my Riff Raff Bazoom TCU.
The fact that I wear Auburn on this podcast way more than Pitt Girl is forever amusing to me.
I only own one Auburn home field item.
Same.
Well, see, but the thing about it is I would probably own more, but unfortunately home field got the Auburn license around the same time that Auburn hired that motherfucker. And so it was like, I'm not gonna
No, this makes sense. And I mystery boxed into one, so.
Yeah. So maybe I'll fix that now that they no longer employ that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Of all the Indiana gear, I have to admit that I've been looking at their Rose Bowl merch.
Yeah.
Rose Bowl merch is just so classy. I love Rose Bowl stuff just in general.
Did you see the bison on the beach?
It's so good.
It is very good.
Oh, yeah. That's a good one.
And just the plain 16 Windiana, which is a throwback to their...
Yeah.
I think I'm going to break down and get that one.
Yeah.
I wore my 9 Windiana one shirt out.
I
had it for I don't know how long, 6 years.
That's an old ass shirt at this point. Yeah.
It died, but the washer finally, but yeah, I think I need to replace that one with the 16 Windiana one.
If you are going to games, use Vivid Seats for your first. Use offer code SICKOS20 for $20 off your first order of $200 or more. There was a game this weekend in Dallas. They did not cancel the Mavericks game. last night in Dallas. And do you know what happened afterwards? Lots of wrecks on the interstate. Getting out of there. Surprise, surprise. Someone also went through and dripped all the faucets in American Airlines Center.
You mean to tell me that Texans don't know how to drive in the slush?
We don't know how to drive, period.
It was sleet and ice, so
I can't knock Texans because they dripped all their stupid faucets, and I'm the one out here who doesn't have any running cold water right now.
Mm-hmm. Did you see the one where there was a video going around? It says, "This is how you take a Whataburger cup and put it on your outside."
I saw that. I saw that. I think that's incredible.
So I looked back historically at like various things like that, and they're always Whataburger cups.
Yeah, because it's huge. It'll fit over your
the
entire
hose bib,
and they're like it's
thing,
foam insulated. Like that's the kind of cup you want to use.
Styrofoam.
That is, yeah.
It's crazy.
It's the only place where if you go for breakfast in the morning and just order the normal breakfast with a soda, the soda size is giant. Like it is a giant ass, like their normal soda is so fucking big, it barely fits in my cup holder.
Okay.
God bless Whataburger.
I did really enjoy Whataburger the one time I was in Texas. I like DoorDashed it to my hotel room when I was there for a conference because I wanted to try it. And it was good, and the spicy ketchup slaps.
Oh,
it's the only kind of ketchup I accept that is not Heinz.
Oh.
It's good stuff. The fancy ketchup, as they call it. If you are needing some magical math stones, aka dice.
Math rocks, math rocks,
math rocks.
We don't have a promo code anymore, but you should definitely use Dice NV. We're going to work with them a little more as we get into the off season and do some D&D stuff.
Yes.
So definitely buy some math rocks from them.
My math rocks are gathering dust. I can't have that.
If you would like to support us directly, the best way to do that is through Patreon. $5 a month, get access to our Discord, as well as extra episodes of bonus podcasts, including, listeners, 2 things that came out this week, or one's coming out, one just came out. First off, episode 2 of Ladies as Flickos, where they talked about the Josie and the Pussycats movie.
Yeah, we did.
Mm-hmm.
All of our movies are about girl bands.
That's right.
It's true.
Obnoxiously Pit Boyfriends keeps asking me if we're just going to keep watching girl movies, and I'm like, maybe.
Why wouldn't we?
Why wouldn't we?
I mean,
what's another girl band movie?
Watch what you want.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll find it.
Ooh, we could watch Dreamgirls. Ooh.
Movie about girl bands.
Okay.
Holy shit, they made a Gem in the Holograms movie, and someone is playing the guitar that I own. Well, one of the guitars that I own in it. I can't believe I'm living a 2-guitar life now.
That movie
You're
is
living your best
trash.
life.
How much does the movie have to actually be about the band?
Not that much.
Because I feel like in the movie Howard the Duck, the main human character is like she has her band. That's like her side plot, while Howard the Duck is trying to do whatever he has to do.
Oh, you guys can watch Cheetah Girls.
Oh, we could watch
Cheetah Girls too.
I forgot about that. Okay. There's a Wikipedia list about movies about girl bands, by the way.
Fantastic.
We also are going to, on Monday, drop for our Patreon members the unedited versions of all of our interviews with all the coaches. I already compiled them together. They drop Monday morning. So if you want to hear that, it's about an hour of stuff. It's all great. It's a lot of fun. You can hear all the extra stuff we talked about with them. You can hear the entirety of the Bob Chesney interview, which I said goes a mile a fucking minute. Because his brain just goes crazy. Apparently, he's living out of a hotel right now while his wife's back in Virginia.
I mean, so living out of a hotel, that makes sense. But his brain being like that, he is from North Central Pennsylvania, which is not that far from where I'm from. Feels very relatable.
Oh.
Beth, was he the one that went to the same place as Puddles, Beth?
Dickinson.
Yeah.
Yeah, we mentioned that, by the way. Yes. So he knows.
Aww. Oh, he'll love that.
He was surprised that we even knew what
Dickinson
was.
He was like,
Dickinson's like not even half an hour from where I live.
Puddles was an athlete there.
Yeah.
Like what year? And I was like, oh, that's way past.
Puddles is old. But
1855.
We do love the Red Devils. Go Red Devils.
I think Dad graduated in I'll have to
Pre or post Civil War?
Aw.
Hey-oh. That's not nice.
Yeah, no, it's not
I
nice.
just want to say, with the Patreon dropping on Monday, which you hear this on Tuesday, I also put a thing on our Beehive.
Beehive.
A Beehive. I wrote a little blog about the Bryant Awards. Also, we had a fun question that we got to ask every single coach,
yes,
including Phil Fulmer. The tic-tac-toe question.
I'm so glad you did this.
This is such a good bit.
I shrieked when I saw it.
So I want to note that I was writing this and reading up on tic-tac-toe strategy in this, and I, like most coaches, I center X, and apparently I was doing it wrong, and the one that was doing it correct with the first move is Phil Fulmer.
Yeah.
He's a corner guy, and I'm like, okay. And then so I decided to play my son with this strategy in the corner just to test it out, and I was able to win easily instead of just doing the center X. So next year, if we do go back, I'm going to start with the Fulmer method with the X already in the corner, and I want to see what the coaches do from there.
Yeah, that's the play. I have so many questions about the people who started with O's. Like, I want to do a psychological study.
It was Jerry Mack.
I want to do a psychological study of people who start with the O.
So Jerry Mack, which I'll say this is on the Beehive anyway. Jerry Mack started with an O for offense and owls.
Also, the O is where the good French fries used to come from.
It is. That's true.
Hey, yo.
We also have our merch store at sickoscommittee.org, where we have our national champions collections of all our Sickos dudes in the colors of our national championships, not just for the ones that won national football titles this year, but also teams that have won Sickos Committee national titles as well. We have our YouTube, our TikTok, that we're going to figure out if we're going to stick with TikTok or not, depending on the new things that they're doing. Their Instagram, our Twitch. Shout out to Message Board Geniuses podcast. They go to places we refuse to go. And shout out to our friends at Feed Your Mascot podcast, Jeff and Blue, who talk about the culture around college football. Now,
follow our YouTube, subscribe also.
Oh yeah,
because I'll hit subscribe and watch all the videos that I put there.
Hit subscribe, push the bell, share the button,
hit all of the buttons, and don't forget to like and subscribe.
Force us into a really complicated shared custody arrangement with a YouTube button.
Yes.
Okay, other things to talk about. First off, we have the Lambert Trophy winner. The Lambert Trophy is a trophy that's been around for a long time. It just got restarted recently. It is a trophy for the best team in the Northeast of the United States. And this year, the winner is Navy. Right. And Commish and I were talking about this, and I'm not sure there was another option. We voted for Navy.
We did.
We voted for Navy, yeah.
I did hear from another Lambert Trophy voter who is involved in the management of the trophy that there were people who voted for teams that aren't Navy, including...
Really?
Yes. Somebody voted for Pitt, and it wasn't us, and it wasn't other folks who are Pitt fans who are involved with managing this trophy, which are several. So I don't know how much more I can say beyond that, but there were people who voted for teams that aren't Navy.
Okay.
We're about to start like Pitt vote truther people.
I don't know. The Pitt fans didn't do it.
Does Ron Cook have a vote?
I feel like Navy was absolutely the best choice here. Navy had the best season of all the Northeast teams, I think.
I don't think it was close. If UConn won their bowl game, I probably would have leaned that way, but I don't know.
There's an argument for UConn. There's also like kind of an argument for Delaware, but beyond that, no.
Other stuff. I want to say something from ACAB Callaway at Blue Sky. Quote, if it's any consolation, quote, earnest belief that Indiana will win a CFP Natty doesn't coincide with any DSM-5 or ICD-9 diagnostic code, so there's no way you could get involuntarily hospitalized for that belief, except maybe in Florida because their laws suck.
Okay.
So you guys couldn't have had me involuntarily hospitalized.
We
for
can't
being...
Baker Act you for this.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't 5950 him.
I don't know what any of that meant.
Good.
I mean,
You probably
Baker just
should.
generally labeled you with a mental health disorder.
Yeah. Yeah, there's
it's all hysteria anyway.
Yeah.
Right. Back in the day, this would have just been labeled as hysteria. He has hysteria and the vapors. He was talking about Indiana football winning a national title.
I mean, it would have been an F99 for the ICD-10 code. It just says, unspecified mental illness.
Yeah.
Okay,
disorder,
well,
yeah.
fine. Okay, that might actually cover
that would have worked.
We'll just put you in the catch-all category, yeah.
Yeah, just throw that.
Others
F99.
receiving votes.
Oh, fuck, Beth. That was good. Our friend David at Foyaball is going to come on here. Listeners, this is going to be so much fun. We're going to have David from Foyaball on here, and he's going to teach us all how to Foya.
Yes. We're
all going to learn together. And because he came up with these great Foya things, he found out how much balloons cost, how much departments spend on balloons, which is so much money.
Yeah, balloons are expensive.
But not a big as racket as fucking American flags. To rent a 100 by 300 foot American flag, $6,900.
So nice. Number one, nice. Number two, that is a lot of fabric.
Yeah.
It is a lot. It's a lot of fabric. I don't know how much that would cost. So 150 by 300 is 45,000 square feet. So over 3 is 15,000 square yards of nylon.
I have to be nylon,
usually,
right? Yeah.
Fabric by the yard.
R.I.P. Joann's.
Yeah.
Oh
Fabric Wholesale Direct says that nylon is like $3 a yard. In the 59 to 60 inches width category. And so I don't know how to convert that to square yards because I'm not actually good at math. But I don't know.
But just to rent it though. And apparently on some of these you have to bring in handlers.
I mean, think about folding that and shipping that. And
I was going to say the shipping costs alone, then having someone who can properly do the trifold on the flat. I can't even do it.
They fold it
correctly? There's no way they trifold that thing.
It's not that hard.
Really? Because I feel like that would be a giant pain in the ass to trifold that thing.
No, I learned how to trifold. I used to be good at it, but now I just leave my dad's flag.
I mean, it's a big boy, so that would be tricky. But
well, yeah, but even trying to square fold it is also going to be very tricky. So it's at least if you can,
especially because you have to you should on paper you should fold it without letting it touch the ground, which is going to be very difficult.
That's what you do according to flag code. Yes.
Yeah.
You're going to have some people stand on the one side of the Grand Canyon and some people stand on the other side of the Grand Canyon
and you are not building a bridge across the Grand.
The dimensions of the Grand Canyon are unknowable.
Mm-hmm.
It's true.
And I guess
so. Apparently,
I am an American, and our flags really aren't cheap.
You can get these flags from a company called Great American Flag Presentations. And
that's a good name.
I mean, if that's what it says on the tin. Yeah.
And they have 3 different kinds of flags here. There is Super Flag, Super Flag 2, and the Super Flag.
Okay.
Whoa. How is the written for the Super Flag?
It is capitalized. Also, this is giant American flag presentations.
Yes.
I got to say that a little bit differently. I'm going to say it a little bit differently.
Please do.
Giant American flag presentations. Thank you.
Thank you.
It was in my head.
You can't buy one that's that big. I think the largest one they'll sell you is 30 by 60.
You can't buy them?
You can't buy the super huge ones.
No, they want to make the rent money off the super huge.
Yeah.
So you'd have to make a reservation.
All right, Jolly Green Betsy Ross, get to work.
Are they like me where like now is the time where I make the majority of my money? Do they make the majority of their money around September 11th?
I would assume so.
Their busy season has to be like the Memorial Day to 4th of July to
just that whole.
You got Flag Day in the middle
Flag
there.
Day?
Yeah, but like what are
Memorial
you bringing
Day,
like
July 4th?
What are the huge flags doing during not football season?
Baseball games,
I guess.
But there's probably their busy season is just football season in general.
Yeah.
Because I feel like football teams
salute to
don't
service
need
as well.
an event to be like, we got to get a big American flag. Like they'll roll that stuff out for Tuesday.
Take giant flag to the horse polo games, cowards.
Ooh. Can you imagine playing like parachute recess?
Oh my god!
On big flag?
Oh, that'd be so much fun.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh my god!
I wonder what the biggest parachute we could buy is.
Very big. I've Googled this.
Have you really?
I'm gonna Google it now. Gym class parachute. Search.
So
we need to know this for our eventual Kibby Dome outing.
No.
We're playing parachute games in the Kibby Dome. That's a thing that's happening.
I can visualize. Can we do it with the players too?
Oh yeah,
20.
We're gonna need them.
So a 24-foot one is $214.99 from Carolina Gym Supply Corp.
It's really good.
Now there's a competing company here, guys, called
competition
called Super Flag. And so apparently the Super Flag is where you can get Super Flag 2, and the Super Flag. The Super Flag is 255 by 100 by 505 feet and requires 600 volunteers.
That's too many volunteers. What?
Or 6 very large volunteers.
That is 127,500 square feet for those of you keeping track at home, which is like larger than warehouses.
That would
Pitt Girl, I really appreciate.
How many square feet?
It is
127,500.
Oh my god!
So like
Pitt Girl,
a small
Pitt Girl,
warehouse
I really appreciate the calculations.
That's almost 3 acres.
That is so much fucking flag, guys. And of course, they don't give me a cost here on how much it costs to rent Super Flag.
Is the Kibby Dome 3 acres on the inside?
Let's find out.
I mean, 255 by 505. That's bigger than a football field.
Yeah, it's a big boy.
That is okay. Wild shit. I didn't realize there were competing companies, but it looks like there's only 2 or 3.
I wonder if that's for like I got to cover the whole deck of an aircraft carrier or.
Okay, so the Kibby Dome is 93,000 square feet, 2.1 acres. That's just the turf.
Yeah. So it is. So
an
acre
acre
than this big ass flag.
So it would probably stretch from the suites to the other side. Do you think?
Okay.
Today
like over
I
the
learned
stands.
Probably, yeah.
43,560 square feet. How do you measure a acre?
Measure a flag.
Anyways, thank you very much, David, for that. We look forward to having him on to teach us more about how to FOIA, so we can all FOIA things now. Except not being able to FOIA Pitt things, because Pitt is a public-private partnership.
Pitt is a state-related university, and the FOIA rules around the state-related universities suck primarily because the legislature doesn't want people to know about what's going on at Penn State. Don't at me.
You're not wrong.
Could I FOIA like IUP?
Yeah. No, IUP is a fully public school. Yeah.
Okay,
all the
good to know.
Pashy schools are like 100% FOIA-able.
Yep.
Good to know. I'll find out how much IUP spends on balloons for Beth.
Yeah.
Okay, other fun things. I went to my kids' this is just random. I went to my kids' basketball practice, and if you guys will look at the picture, they straight up lifted FIU's logo at this arena they're in.
Oh yeah, they really did.
Straight up lift of FIU.
I was wondering why this was here.
Yep, I just once again, I love going to places. This is just a random middle school they were practicing at, and just love finding out who's stealing from what.
Does it ever bother anybody else when they look at a scoreboard like that, when the name of the school is larger enough than guess that it feels like the kerning of the whole sign is off?
100%.
Yeah, I mean, they're in the same, like, the font size is the same, and it's just that Panthers has enough more characters that's a little weird.
And then it makes the period, because the period is centered above the, like, what period it is.
They should have right aligned it and it would have looked better.
Right. It makes it, like, look squished on the sign.
Someone asked if this was from Florida, because apparently in Florida is the only place where that's considered to be a panther.
I mean, it's also centered on the baseline of the font, the period, which is also bothering me. Like, you should at least be down at the descender line.
Do you think the school filled out got the proper authorization to use this logo?
I'm
gonna guess they were probably like my high school that just fully lifted the New England Patriots logo and just said "Make me."
Yeah.
Did they get maked?
No, they're still using it.
That would
I
require
assume
the Pats to know.
Yeah, a high school in San. Like, well, we're like probably one of the only other schools that uses Patriots as a logo. So it's probably pretty easy to find, but it's also like, what are you gonna get out of a high school in San? Well, we were the rich high school, so there's that.
Oh no.
There was an issue in Texas because University of Texas is surprisingly very litigious about their logo.
You don't say.
Weird.
I dropped
We're
it.
the only people that can have pointy mammals. God damn it.
I dropped it in the chat. What they had to switch it to, which is like, we have Longhorns at home.
Yeah, checks out.
Yeah.
That's the logo from our local hot dog shop.
Okay, other fine stuff that we have to cover this week.
Did I take you to Texas hot dogs when you came in?
No, but we drove past it.
Damn it. I'm sorry, I failed you.
It looks like a Chicago Bulls logo.
It kind of does. Someone once said to me that with the Chicago Bulls logo, it looks like two crabs fighting. If you turn it upside down, and it's all I see nowadays. Have you guys Googled Curt Cignetti lately?
Yes.
No.
Pitt Girl, what happens if you Google Curt Cignetti?
So if you Google Curt Cignetti, there's a little thing at the top that just says, "Yep, he won."
Oh no. Well, sorry, I was distracted by they redid the logo at Texas hot dogs, and y'all.
Oh no!
We did not think about this. Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh my goodness!
Listener, that's a penis.
Yeah, no, that is.
Oh no!
Man, talk about a Longhorn.
I know.
Oh my god!
I guess if you're selling wieners, you're gonna go down that road. But man,
but why the balls?
You get hush
condiments.
Oh,
they do sell
That's
cheese
where the tater
balls.
tots go.
Condiments are stored in the balls.
So we had condiments.
Do not make that the show title, Arthur.
We had the condiment
If you
sow.
think about the horns,
They have
as
the
legs,
condiment
or
sow
feet,
and the
never
condiment
mind.
cow at the farm show.
Oh, they have the condiment sound.
Do
The condiment
they
cow?
really?
Yes.
Oh my god!
man, imagine a condiment version of that, but for like a bachelorette party.
I'm gonna Google Curt Cignetti now.
TM.
What am I looking
We
for?
could sell so many of these just in Bozeman alone, you guys.
Google Curt Cignetti and look at the very top of the screen.
Oh, hey!
It just says, "Yep, he won."
That's very clever.
Because you should Google him, and he does win.
He does.
win.
All I do is win, no matter what. Do you think he's having a good time right now?
Yes.
Yes.
Do you think he's happy?
100%.
Yes.
Okay.
His daughter asked him if he was happy, and he said yes.
He had his beer.
He was happy at several points.
Do you guys?
He's happy when he won the Bear Bryant Coach of the Year award too.
Yeah, he was smiling then.
Nope.
Do you guys know when the national title game is going to be next year?
February
Like January
94th.
30th or
It's
some
January
shit.
25th, isn't it?
Today.
Ew.
Today.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Ew.
I'm in hell.
So
Uh-huh.
okay, there's a great reason why they have to have it even later, right? It's like, yes, was it nice to have it on Martin Luther King Jr. Day? where a lot of people have work off. Like that was nice. I will say I'm not super broken up about that because I don't think that the game itself ever really had a tie to the broader Martin Luther King Jr. Day type things, right? Like when like the NBA does MLK Day, but like they actually do MLK stuff for it, and like I respect that. But no, the reason that they're doing this is because, of course, we have the college football playoff. It's all about preserving these historic traditions, right? And because they insist on playing the semifinal games on a Thursday and Friday night, they have to put a whole extra week in between New Year's and the semifinal games because New Year's next year is going to be on a Friday, which means, because we just have to have, right? I mean, Thursday night, that's when people play college football, and they just have to have the games then. So it will be like almost a full week. I guess one of the games, it will be a full week. One of the other games, it will be 1 day short of a full week off, and then the whole week, right? So it'll be 13 to 14 days between the quarterfinals and the semifinals, and that's why we have to have such a late championship game.
It's going to be like 13 days off between the semifinals and the final.
It won't be quite that much, but it will. Like the team that plays Thursday, they will have like 10 days off.
Yeah.
And we know that those teams that don't play a lot do very well when they start these games up.
I mean, 10 days is whatever. Like, that's fine. The problem is the first round bye where you haven't played in almost a month.
Yep.
I want you to think about how grouchy I'm going to be by this time next year that I have not been allowed to have any off season yet.
Yeah.
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 What are we going to talk about in the meantime?
Right. And
when
also,
nothing has happened.
That's like almost 2 weeks. Like, this is 2 weeks into the like school semester for a lot of people
for the next year. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm excited to break down the X's and O's of all those games over and over and over and over again and talk about the matchups.
I mean, fuck that shit. We're going to do our SEC preview for the next year because they won't be in the playoff.
Honestly, if everything has gone to plan,
Christ,
I will be done with school by this time next year, and we can talk about whatever the fuck, and I will be happy to do it.
I won't. I'm going to be mad.
Sorry.
Well, the other interesting thing here is that next year starts the new, so they didn't redo the playoff like they thought they were going to.
No.
It's still going to be 12 teams the way it was set up this time. However, the memo of understanding that they agreed to 2 years ago comes into play. And this is the one where it has 4 P4 champion spots, 1 G6 champion spot, and a Notre Dame playoff spot if the Irish are ranked in the top 12. So this year, we would have lost Alabama and JMU, and we would have gained Duke and Notre Dame.
I'm outside of the fucking playoff offices flipping it has been this many years since we changed the goddamn rules, except we never changed that sign because it's always none in a row.
Yes. Yeah, no, we've talked about this on this show. We're just always going to be fighting the last war with the playoff rules.
Also, just for the record, Miami was the last team in, not Alabama.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, you're right. Miami would have been.
I know. So I love how they're being very, very clear about we already planned this so that people say that they didn't change the playoff up specifically because Duke missed it. Because the idea that Duke missed the playoff, the committee's like, absolutely, that Duke team should have been in the playoff. We got to change the whole thing for Duke.
That's right. Justice for Duke.
I like how the only way people realize that new playoff rules are in place is when the new video game comes out. And everyone freaks out because the playoffs make absolutely no goddamn sense. I was trying to explain the playoffs to my kid.
Why would you do that?
And why because he asked me so JMU has the number 12 next to their name. They're the 12th best team. Well,
kind of.
Kind of.
Can you ever be too young to learn that life is fundamentally unfair?
This is why you should just raise tiny FCS fans. It's so much easier to explain.
That's why I'm going to raise him as a D3 fan.
It was very easy to explain that Illinois
the internet's
State was
second
unseeded.
Teal College fan.
Yeah,
I'm not going to.
Hey, third.
I'm not doing that to him.
Third.
Aw, yeah,
we
that's
know
true.
another. Yeah,
that's true. There is another.
He's going to be a Washington Jefferson fan. Sorry, Beth.
Hey,
I want him to feel like what it's like to win.
Jesus.
I mean, if you're going for a team from that conference, I feel like you should go with the only team to win extra points bowls.
It's true.
You gotta go with Westminster.
Speaking of which, breaking news that I think we forgot to put in the show notes. It is now legal to do sponsored jersey logos.
Mm-hmm.
Sure is.
And I had people in my mentions being like, "Hey, Pitt sponsored by the Sickos Committee," and I was like, "I don't think we have Pitt money, but we
don't have Pitt money.
We don't have Pitt money, but we might have Teal College money."
I mean,
we do.
maybe.
At some point, if you go down
Subscribe
far
to the
enough,
Patreon.
we'll have enough money to pay for someone.
Yeah, I think we have Teal College money. We might have Westminster money.
This is so exciting.
Commish is actually thinking about this.
No. I mean, like I found out that we didn't have buy Marist the new bouncy castle money.
Okay.
Oh no.
But it was like a custom bouncy castle. So
Okay.
like they could, and then they couldn't do the custom bouncy.
I mean,
castle
it's hard to
because
slap
apparently-
a sticker on that thing. I get it.
But no. They were gonna do a custom one that was like full on Marist foxes.
What do I got to do to get you into this bouncy castle?
That's right. All right. Take off my shoes, I guess. But
At the
minimum,
at the very least,
start with the shoes.
Start with the shoes. We're gonna see if we can get like a placard on the one that they have. To get
nailed to the wall. I want to be there and nail it into the
into the bounce home. Yeah.
It would be like something on like a flag thing.
No, mine's funnier. Mine's funnier though.
I know.
I was being funny about things, and you were serious.
I'm being serious though because I am serious about sponsoring the Marist Bouncy Castle.
That is true.
Bouncy castles are a serious business, Jordan. You need to take this seriously.
It is not just a bounce house; it's a bounce home.
It's a bounce home.
That's right. I mean, this is an important declaration.
Yeah, we are having serious business time.
The numbers you were saying, it's going to require a fucking mortgage.
Production meeting about the Marist bounce.
Welcome to our business meeting.
Right.
I do want to read a little bit about the Notre Dame thing. The Notre Dame clause seemed to be forgotten by many college officials until Bavacqua reminded everyone last month in an interview with Yahoo Sports after the Irish were left out of the 2025 field. Reports out of USC indicated the news caused the Trojans to rethink their relationship with the Irish. Other questions why schools should schedule Notre Dame. It's unclear why many schools forgot. A Big Ten official confirmed to The Athletic that everyone in the league had been fully briefed on the details of the memo of understanding.
By fully briefed, does that just mean they were all emailed with it and just nobody opened the email?
Nobody.
Probably.
It was an attachment, and hey,
they all have bad reading comprehension.
Select all, mark as read.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know who's open to network on LinkedIn?
Fernando
Mendoza.
He's open to work.
Here's what winning a national championship taught me about B2B sales. Kidding, kind of.
No, it needs to be regular kidding. That's not the right kind of kidding.
Yeah, if it's kidding, kind of.
It's just like he's extremely online, but in the LinkedIn way, which is
good. Like he's just.
I'm this close to hitting the connect button just to see what happens.
Why would you not do that? Do it.
I love how that he's committed to it. He's so self-aware about it. Yes.
Take the risk. When it's 4th and 5 at the 12-yard line, go for it.
I mean, yeah, I too just took the risk by hitting the connect button. Fernando Mendoza.
Shoot.
Connect back.
You know that on this podcast, we don't love neutral site conference games. There's two that I can think of that we're all about, and that is Red River and World's Largest Outdoor Cocktail Party.
Correct.
Yes. A&M Arkansas at Jerry World.
You know what? Fair enough.
I mean, Army, Navy.
Yeah, technically yes.
Not a conference game. Not a conference game.
It's not. Yeah,
Army Navy's not a conference game.
Yeah,
even though they're both in the American.
It's
now.
not a conference game.
Nope, it's a
pina colada game.
Oh, I do like pina colada Army Navy. Continue.
And if you like getting stuck in the rain, it's a good idea to go to that game.
Yes, that is true. You are going to get caught in the rain at that game.
We did bring up the pina colada game with Tony Elliott, but not in those words because I didn't feel like I wanted to explain what a pina colada game was to Tony Elliott.
Honestly, I feel like
he would get it.
Coach, yeah, like I feel like coaches are all old enough to understand that reference.
Yeah.
No, less about the reference and more when I asked him about it. I asked him about the game just in general before I was going to mention about what we call it. He was like, "Nope, just like prep like any normal game," and didn't give me a really end to be like, "Here's a fun story about this kind of game."
I mean, yeah, that would require you to have a fun story about NC State, which no one has.
Eastern Michigan and Central Michigan will be meeting in a midweek November Maction game at Ford Field for the next 2 seasons.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Commish, give me your opinion on this.
I'm not for it. I mean, maybe there's a bunch of alumni there, but like for the students, it sucks.
Yeah, I mean, I don't right. I say hell yeah mostly because it's kind of a vibe. Also, the logo's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Motor City Maction?
Motor City with the skyline, like that's a vibe. I do agree that in general we are supportive of home and homes here, but like midweek Maction is already not ideal for the fans, and so if you're gonna move a game off campus,
I mean, okay, but like, how far is Ford Field from Eastern Michigan's campus? Like,
not very far.
No, it's really not that far.
Yeah,
you do have to drive, but
yeah.
If you are going, like, I feel like if you're in Ypsilanti, you probably have access to a car. Like, Detroit is a very car-centric city for some reason.
That whole
Central Michigan, it's farther. Yeah, like they don't just have a, but the one thing I say is that
like 40 miles away.
Yeah, it's not far.
Central Michigan's like
make that
2.5
my best friend lives
to
near
3 hours.
Ypsilanti and like drives
that's a
that
commute
way
that
every
people
day.
do.
Yeah.
But I think the other factor here, right? November at night, I'm okay with being like, okay, we're gonna put this inside. Like, I get it. I think that's probably better for the fans. Honestly, that might be better for the players. Like, I know you want to have kind of a whole thing about how, like, oh, we're tough, we play in the cold, but like, I get it. You can go play inside.
How the hell's the raccoon getting in there? That doesn't work.
Very carefully.
I've been to multiple. I guess it's no longer the Quick Lane Bowl, but like I've been to Detroit Bowl games. I don't think they'll have a problem with not having raccoons.
See, I was gonna say, so it's November, it's Michigan. It can get cold. If you're cold, they're cold. Bring the raccoon inside.
That's true.
Commish, this week you wrote an article.
Yeah, I did.
Like an author, which you are.
Yeah, it's almost like you're a writer, Commish.
Writer.
Nope. Not a writer.
That Purdue fans loved because you were saying that they have 2 unclaimed national titles that they need to take.
Yeah.
And what did we find out about that?
So one thing that I mentioned just going into history, which I did some research along with the committee folks inside our Patreon to find out who has the most unclaimed national champions, because there's X amount of selectors that can award national championships. So there's schools that have a bunch of unclaimed titles on the wiki. But I wanted to focus on Purdue because I kind of empathize with Purdue because it was a time in my life as a Saints fan. Like, I was just watching the other teams in my NFC West division at the time. It's now the NFC South. But like going to the NFC Championship game or the Super Bowl or winning the Super Bowl where I'm just down in the dumps. So I felt with the Purdue fans. So I wanted to come up with a crazy idea to figure out how they could claim, 1 or 2 national championships to equal their rival. Just, like silly status here, but there is some merit to it. The 1931 title, they were listed as a national championship along with Pitt, who claims it, and USC, who claims it. But Purdue doesn't claim it for some odd reason. They don't claim it. But then I went over the 1943 season where Purdue was the only undefeated team. For some odd reason, the AP poll, they were up to number 2 behind Notre Dame with 3 weeks to go in the season. For some odd reason, Purdue won, had a bye, and had another bye. They dropped all the way down to 5th, which I was like, this is some, I went into those games. There's a little bit of some BS going on with the AP poll here. And then I found out that Notre Dame lost their very last game of the season. They stayed in the number 1 spot, even though they lost, and they were awarded the national championship. They lost to a team that Purdue beat in the very first week of that season. So, like, Purdue beat the team that, that beat the national champion. I'm like, claim it, Purdue. And apparently some of them, the article kind of went a bit viral with Purdue fans, and they were like, hey, let's claim it. Put it up on Ross Stadium, 1931 and 1943. Yep. Do it. Sorry, Indiana fans, I know this is probably pissing you off, but whatever.
They don't give a shit at this
point.
They're
not sober yet.
I don't think so. If they are sober, I have no idea how they are sober. But Chris Pate, he works for Purdue Equipment Managers, and he knows on the 1943 P link on the old oaken bucket that has a nice diamond on it, and it is engraved national champions. And here's a picture of the charms that were given to the player. Like, there's a little football that says 1943 national championship, but the school doesn't claim it, even though they told the players that they're the national championship. I'm like, why is the school not doing that? If you're on the old oaken bucket saying you're national champions, why is it not in the stadium? Why is it not a big claim? Claim it, Purdue. Claim them both.
Our friend Parker at Sats War put out his usual, did we really get beat that bad? But for the entirety of the 2025 season, this is net success rate. You can't see it because it's a little small. I'm going to blow this up just a little bit so you guys can see it.
I can see that Charlotte had a bad time.
Charlotte and Charlotte and new head coach Tim Albin had a bad time this year. Ohio State had the best net success rate of the year. I want you guys to look real close. They're not exactly dead center, but if you look a little to the right of dead center, do you see who's hiding back there?
NC State.
Is it NC State?
Hello, NC State.
Hello, NC State. He has a printed list of like all of them, so you don't even have to go like this. Like, he has an actual form of all of these where you could just,
I believe he added it to his website, cfb-graphs.com.
Yeah, I'm looking for it real quick.
Okay.
Yeah, hello NC State.
But
NC State.
Perfectly balanced.
Charlotte had a bad time this year. UMass had a bad time this year. Ball State had a bad time this year. Yeah.
Syracuse also bad time.
Do you want to see who had a really good time this year? Look towards the very top. It's hard, man. It's fucking hard to see on this one. Toledo is like number 6 on this.
Yeah, it's Ohio State, Indiana, James Madison, Notre Dame, Texas A&M, and Toledo.
Then Toledo must have won.
Is that Temple?
No, that is Texas Tech.
Sorry,
that is Texas Tech.
It's very hard for me to read this.
So clearly Toledo must have won like 10 games this year, right? Being so good.
No.
Oh, 8-5 Toledo.
Beth, for the record, if you look to the teams that had a negative net success rate, Temple falls between Wyoming and Northwestern.
I just put the whole thing in the chat.
Thank you, Himesh.
Yeah, so you can just see the numbers.
Sorry, I just pulled up Discord and I still have Altoona's original Texas hot dog in my.
Oh yeah. Have you tweeted that or posted or skeeted it on Blue Sky or whatever?
the Texas thing? No, because I'm on one screen. I'm single screen right now.
And listener, was it called Texas Hot Wieners for a good 50 years? Yes, yes, it was.
Oh, they're returning. They're returning with a V.
Chicago State. They're starting to play football next year.
Woohoo!
They keep saying they're going to do this, and I believe them at this point.
They have 3 whole opponents,
all on the road. We have at UT Martin on September 5th, at Butler on September 19th, and at Tarleton State on 10-3. I may go to that game.
You should.
Go watch Chicago State's inaugural season. That seems like a good idea.
That is a good idea.
So they said that they were gonna start their season like the first ever Chicago State football game. They said that they were gonna have a home game during week 0, but they haven't actually announced an opponent for that yet. So should an opponent get scheduled for week 0, I think that'd be a cool trip to go see. The first ever game for a team.
Yeah.
And then I have no clue what this next thing is. Can someone tell me who got tased?
Ryan, obviously.
Yeah.
Ryan got tased.
Ryan got tased.
What is this?
So they just it was at a middle school basketball game in Kentucky. And Matt Jones of Kentucky Sports Radio. Basically, there's the audio of this. It says the announcers for this are amazing, and the tasing comes out of nowhere. And then basically the quote of this video just says, "They just tased Ryan." If you want to pull up the video, the link is there.
Got it.
Yeah.
Give me a moment.
Do 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 do.
Did I tell you guys how I had wedding clients this year? Like the bride walked down the aisle to that song.
Oh, that's amazing.
It was really good, you guys.
I had to turn down a wedding to play just a couple of months ago. And given the songs that she was selecting for other things, I was so excited because it seemed like it was going to be an all-timer, and then the dates just didn't work out.
Oh no, I hate that.
I keep waiting for somebody to like outdo the bride who's sending her bridesmaids to send in the clowns.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Or the one who had November Rain and wanted the entire song, so we just all stood there awkwardly as we covered November Rain with a pipe organ, singing, and a violin.
Okay, here we go.
If I ever get married, like we're doing walkout music.
Oh,
like
hell yeah.
A baseball game.
Oh yeah, no, I had a couple that I did their wedding in Red Lodge, and they walked into the reception to All I Do Is Win.
Yeah.
Hey, I play trumpet. I can do Narco for you.
Hell yeah.
Here we go.
James, this go get Justin. And there we go.
Oh, okay.
Here we go.
Let's get out of here.
Let's get the ball game.
Hey.
Look here. This ball game's got to get over.
Yeah, let's go. This game's over.
It's like parent fight happening right
I guess
now?
so.
Yeah, at a middle school basketball game.
In a mostly empty gym.
And
and there's
they just
the
dry.
They just tased.
They just tased Ryan.
They just tased Ryan.
Back it up.
Oh, God.
I want to hear that again.
I just
I'm
tased
sorry,
I had to go to the
Ryan.
Emelina game, and they just tased Ryan.
Yeah, no, Jordan, play it again.
Oh, I just closed everything.
Again. Oh, of all the times you go down to no tabs.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. I didn't know when they just tased Ryan was coming, so I talked over it.
They just tased Ryan. Okay, folks. What else do we have? Anything else? Arthur, you have an award?
I mean, they just tased Ryan.
Arthur has an award.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like we gotta get like kind of a last call for this, and I came up with one more award for the 2025 college football season. And the award that I want to give is Best Activation. I want to give that to Coca-Cola Bowl season.
Oh.
Fucking knew it, buddy.
Nailed it.
That's right.
And now I will have used up all of my caffeine-free Coke Zero.
Perfect.
So
cheers.
I actually wanted to make a correction to a previous podcast. The Oh No Disaster What a Bad Idea award of 2025 for me. It goes to the Oregon State punter.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. Where he drops the snap, decides to kick it, and he kicks it, getting a penalty, but a Fresno State player picks it up and returns it for a touchdown. Oh no, disaster. What a bad idea.
Mm-hmm.
And today's the 38th feast of St. Jerome. Does that
Yes.
matter to anyone?
Yes.
Send
No.
it in,
Matters to me,
Jerome.
damn it.
Yes. No. Today is the 38th anniversary of Send It In Jerome, observed among Pitt Twitter as the Feast of St. Jerome.
Sorry.
Okay.
Today we observe Shattered Backboard.
Folks, it's the off season. This is what you got.
They just tased Ryan.
I just tased Ryan.
They just
Tased
tased Ryan.
Ryan.